Hey, Rebecca.
Hi.
It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see y'all as well.
Okay. Thanks for taking the time to meet with us. And this is Dr. Rigby, and I'm going to be speaking with Rebecca about college life in America. She has some great input that I think would be great for our audience. So let's get started because I know you're kind of pressed for time, okay? Our first question would be, I know you went to school in Shanghai, China. You went to high school there. Did you find it difficult getting into an American university after graduating from high school in Shanghai?
Well, I didn't find it difficult in the traditional sense, like oh, my grades were bad, so it made it hard to get into school. It was difficult more so with the state schools and the private schools, because state schools, when you apply, everything is on you. There's you have to make sure that you're getting back to them about your acceptance. You're getting back to them about whether or not they got that form they need, or the scores they need, or the transcript. With private universities, they usually, they're updating you along the way, like, hey, we got this.
So basically you're saying that when you apply to state universities, more often than not, you find that you have to do your own follow-up just to get information as to where your application is. We're in the process. Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. And for private universities, how was that? They got back to you a lot quicker?
They got back to me a lot quicker. They got back to me right away. Some of them were willing to just email me my acceptance letters, as opposed to mailing it to me. I'm a millennial. I prefer things electronic, so that worked for me. So
you're an electronic person. Okay, let me ask you, did you have to take the SAT or the ACT to get into your university?
Yes, actually I did. I was more comfortable with the SATs because, as you know, you might know here in the States, that's a regular thing. We take that basically from 8th grade and up in a lot of high schools. So I was familiar with the format. I was familiar with what I was doing and how. I was familiar, just in general, more so than the ACTs, because you don't see that as often here in the States.
Okay.
But both private and public universities or state colleges or what have you that you'll be applying to when you get out here, they'll take them. They all take either or in most cases.
Now, you're an American citizen, right? Mm-hmm. But you were still considered a foreign student. Why is that?
Well, I was educated outside the U.S.
Okay.
And if you're educated anywhere outside the U.S., if you weren't like a homeschool student or an online student for an American company, then you're considered a foreign student or international student.
Okay.
So when I first got here, I was an out-of-state student.
Okay.
That's another thing they have to remember when you apply to schools out here. There's in-state and out-of-state fees.
Okay.
And for the first semester, I did out-of-state fees.
Okay.
I thankfully was able to apply for in-state fees. It's really easy to do. All you have to do is just get ABCD paper, and rarely do they say no.
Okay. So basically, because you went to school in Shanghai, which is a foreign country, and you had a foreign diploma, then you were considered a foreign student. Okay. But like you said earlier, going to school in Shanghai, the IB school, it prepared you for university here in America?
Oh, yes.
How do you think they prepare you, or why do you think they prepared you for university here in America?
Mainly it's the workload.
Okay.
I'll give them that. The workload in the IB and International Baccalaureate is much heavier.
Okay.
It's all college level courses. So that took care of some credits that I needed ahead of time, which I'm thankful for.
Okay.
But compared to that, I felt like university here in the States is easy.
Okay.
Because I've already been pushed to that point of knowing, or should I say, being ready for college.
Okay.
I can write a paper like that. I've been on the dean's list since I started school.
Okay.
I mean, right out the bat.
Okay.
Dean's list. And IB prepared me for that mostly because they challenged me more, I guess you would say. So I was already at the college level when I got to college.
Okay. So if I understand you correctly, the school you went to in Shanghai was an IB school, and the workload in an IB school is what, the last 2 years, 11th and 12th grade? That would be considered college level work.
For 8 hours a day.
Oh, great, wonderful. So when you went to the university where you attend now, some of the courses you took in the IB school, you were able to transfer that into the college as college courses. Okay, so that's great. So basically, students out there that are taking IB courses, it will be good for them to know that some of those courses are going to be counted as college level courses or university level courses when they come to America and start to attend college. So that will cut out the length of time.
It'll cut out the length of time you'll be spending in school. It'll cut down a little bit on your loan if you take student loans like FAFSA. And it'll essentially, also cut down your workload.
Okay. You mentioned earlier something about being an in-state student, out-of-state student, and when you came, since you were a foreign student, you had to pay out-of-state fees. So basically, that means that out-of-state fee is more?
It's more expensive.
Okay, so the students coming from out-of-state would pay more than the students.
It was about $89 per credit for in-state student compared to about one and change for out-of-state students.
Okay, so that would be an example of what the ratio would be in most cases, or sometimes. Okay, well, one last question for you. What is your major? What are you majoring in?
I major in film.
You major in film? Do you enjoy it?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love the idea of basically being able to create a whole new world of my own
Okay.
through film.
All right. So you're enjoying college life here in America?
Oh, so much.
Tell me some of the things that you do for like social activities as a college student here.
Well, I've been trying to get more active, so a lot of my friends and I, we'll do walks in the forest.
Okay.
If you look around Georgia on a map, you'll see we're dense with forests.
Okay.
I also like going into the city. There's a lot of great food out there, like bubble tea. That's something I missed from China.
Okay.
Something that was on every street corner. Now I have to go to a specialty store for it.
Okay.
And of course, I'm 22, so I get to go in the clubs. I get to drink in this country.
Okay.
You'll find...
Which college student doesn't like drinking, right?
Of course. That's the American pastime for college students.
Okay.
And you'll find especially here in Atlanta, it's more fun after you turn 21.
Okay.
Because the world just opens up more.
Okay.
The world of Atlanta, that is.
Okay. When we visited your school, I saw you were in a play. Tell us a little bit about that.
I was in a production of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Okay.
The Tennessee Williams play.
Okay.
I had a minor role, but it was fun to be a part of. It was about a 8-week experience, just trying to get everybody ready, which was difficult because if you see the play, you'll know that there's a lot of monologues.
Okay.
So our leads, they do a lot of heavy work.
Okay. Okay.
And we don't have a whole production team at my university, but we are technically an alliance theater.
Okay.
But so you have to step in here and there to help. Like I've helped a few times on that production in lighting and sound and costume changes and costume design.
Okay.
You just get your hands in everything when you're part of a school. Well, our theater production team is small, or our theater department is small.
Okay.
So you get to be a part of everything. That's the fun part.
Huh. Well, that sounds like would have been great experience for you as a film student. Okay. And while on the production, this was the college where you attended because we were there on the campus. Did you make any friends in the production?
Of course.
Yeah.
I had a co-star, I guess you could say. We had basically matching roles.
Oh, okay.
We were twins.
Wow.
Dixie and Trixie, and we're really close now.
Okay.
Of that.
Okay.
Every time we see each other in the hall, Dixie! Trixie! It's fun, and the leads, they weren't snobbish. That was good, because sometimes when you have even small college plays, the role of lead kind of gets to people's heads sometimes. But my co-stars were all very down to earth.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
So basically, just to sum up, you're in college or university here in America. You started as a foreign student, and now you're considered an in-state student.
Yep.
You're on the dean's list for how many years now?
Counting 3, gonna be 4 by the end of this one.
Okay, 3 years, and you credit that to the high school where you attended in China, which the IB system prepared you for university life, and if you're on the dean's list, of course, that means that you have good grades.
Of course.
Okay, great. Well, congratulations on being on the dean's list, and thanks for taking the time and speaking with us. And it's nice to hear that college life is working out for you here in America.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a nice day. Thanks for your time again.
Bye.
Bye.